Hello and welcome to online edu classes of Brilliant Public School by Kailash Kumar sir. Today in this video we are going to continue with our previous topic of class 5 English literature chapter 11, that is The Nose by Nikolai Gogol, and this is the second part of our video. So let's continue. Children, let's have a brief recapitulation of our story The Nose by Nikolai Gogol. Gogol's short story, The Nose, tells the tale of a man named Kovalyo who wakes up one morning without his nose. So, what's happened, children, here? Kovalyo one morning woke up and he asked for a mirror that stood on the table that should be brought over to him so that he can have a look at a pimple that had made its appearance on his nose the previous evening. But what did he find? To his extreme astonishment, he found that instead of a nose, there was nothing but an absolutely flat surface. Normally, Kovalyo loves to flirt, prides himself on his rank and his title, and thinks very highly of his physical appearance. Now, without his nose, he struggles with low self esteem and shame. Now, let's explore the story further. Poor Kovalyo nearly went out of his mind. Now it was very unexpected situation for him, so he was unable to decide what to do next. He did not know what to make of it. He was not actually able to come out of the situation. How, in fact, could a nose which only yesterday was in the middle of his face and which could not possibly walk around or drive in a carriage suddenly turned up in a uniform? So it was such a situation for Kovalyo that he could never imagine that it could ever happen to him, that his nose has developed a separate life of its own and it is moving around in the city in the form of a state councillor. So let's see next. Now, with a change of mind, he decided to go straight to the newspaper offices and publish an advertisement, giving such a detailed description of the nose that anyone who happened to meet it would at once turn it over to Kovalyo, or at least tell him where he could find it. Now, next was that he decided to give a newspaper advertisement so that people can identify and recognize that this nose is of Kovalyo and they can return the nose to him. Now, Kovalyo visits the newspaper office for publishing an advertisement regarding the missing of his nose. At the newspaper's office, he said to a grey-haired clerk sitting there, "My dear sir, I want to publish an advertisement. Will you take the details down, please?" demanded Kovalyo. "I really just can't wait." "Just a minute, if you don't mind," said the clerk. "Name, please." "It's my nose that's disappeared." Now, at the newspaper office, Kovalyo expressed his problem, that for what purpose he is there, for he wanted to publish an advertisement. So he expresses his problem to that clerk whose hair was grey colored. So as the clerk was busy that time, so he told, "Just a minute, if you don't mind." Now next the clerk asks him the question, "Now please tell me the name of the person who is missing." So in return, Kovalyo is replying, "It's my nose that's disappeared." Children, till here also the clerk didn't understand what was the actual problem of Kovalyo. Now let's see next. Strange name. Now when the clerk heard the name of the person who was missing as the nose, so he expressed as strange name. And did this Mr. Nose steal much? My nose, I am trying to say. You don't understand. It's my own nose that disappeared. Now the situation was too pathetic for Covalio as the clerk was not able to understand what actually was missing. So Kovalyev tried his best to make it more clear to the clerk so that he may understand his actual problem. Now next, the clerk asked him further question, how did it disappear? I don't follow. I don't understand. How did it disappear? The clerk asked him. Kovalyo answered, I can't tell you how, but please understand. My nose is traveling at this very moment all over the town, calling itself a state councillor. So he is expressing to the clerk that I don't know how it disappeared from my face, but at this point of time, my nose is traveling over the town, calling itself a state councillor. Next, Kovalyo is trying his best to express his problem to the clerk. He says that imagine what it's like being without such a detectable part of your body, such a visible part of your body which people can easily detect, which people can easily identify. So, if that part of the body is missing, so people can easily find the difference. If it were just a small toe, then I could put my shoe on and no one would be any the wiser. If suppose that part would be a small toe, then I can easily wear on my shoe, I can easily put on my shoe and hide that part. But if that part is easily detectable to everyone, then people can easily find the difference. Apparently, even the clerk was touched by Kovalyo's terrible loss. Yes, clearly at this point of time, clerk understood the actual problem, the actual loss of Kovalyo. So, this much in this video, children. Thank you all. Have a safe and happy learning.